Hello, hello. Welcome back to a new episode of Pancake Talks. We have some kind of intro that I think I just messed up because I add myself too quick and the music wasn't here. But okay, mistakes can happen. Hello, I'm Chef Fran, PancakeSwap's community manager, and welcome back to a new episode of Pancake Talks. This humble, safe space where we invite projects, we invite influent people in the crypto ecosystem to the PancakeSwap kitchen, to the PancakeSwap place where they can share with us what they are building, how can we all benefit from them, and how can we help them building what they are doing to benefit us all. But today I want to say that it's a special episode since for a long time we wanted to invite community people from the PancakeSwap Ambassadors team and also from the PancakeSwap community to let them know how they met PancakeSwap, how they get involved, if they are involved in PancakeSwap. Try to hear their story and see what they are thinking, how the things are going, how is their vision about the whole ecosystem. And before presenting the whole, we have like a panel today. I think we never had this amount of people talking. I want to present the other co-host since I'm not the only one here. Here is my partner in crime. Also, I have to say my friends. We have been working together for 2 years. So say hi to Anicet0. Hey Ani.
Hey, Chef Fran. Thank you very much for introducing me. I'm very happy for this Pancake Talk today. I know there is some other members like me that are passionate about PancakeSwap, so it's so exciting for me to be here today.
Yeah, I have to say that we met with Annie when I come from South America. He's in Europe. When we did the second PancakeSwap meetup in Spain, I was like, I need a guy there to help me organize things. It's really difficult to come from more than 10,000 kilometers away and organize the whole stuff. And I have to say, Annie made an incredible job. The meetup for the ones who were there, and also if you don't, you can see the after video. It was amazing. It was a really nice networking, and this is the things that I love from crypto, the community. And before introducing the people, and if you want to say something about that, it's the moment.
Yeah, you are leaking too much, but yeah, for me it was also an incredible moment to meet Chef Fran and having the meetup in Spain. It was such an incredible moment for me, like having all the community around, like having a space where we can hang out, have a couple of beers, discuss things we like. It was such a great moment for me as well. Yeah, very glad like I was hosting this event. And yeah, we know there is more events coming in the future for PancakeSwap. Like there is one coming in Brazil. That
Oh,
is,
I will take that opportunity to present a guy that I know he doesn't want to talk, but I think we gave the introduction to him. I want to present
yeah.
Shopia. It's one of our PancakeSwap ambassadors, one of the oldest one, and he is arranging the PancakeSwap meetup in Brazil, happening in 2 weeks. In the next Thursday, no, the other one. So why don't you come up to the stage and talk a little bit? Hey, Shopia, how are you doing?
Hey, hi Fran, hi Anicet0. I'm glad to be here. I'm Joapia, PancakeSwap Ambassador, and let's go make a great talk here. And see you here in Brazil soon, right?
Yes, I hope so. Yes. And if not, you will need to carry out, my friend. You know how you do it. You have the all the tools, and I know you have the capacity. So don't be afraid. Okay, I there are more people to present today. I want to pass to a guy that I don't know how long he has been creating content, but I think it was after, or maybe before, after we changed our tokenomics and we entered into the VK tokenomics. Uh, I already told him backstage, but I want to say it also on stage. I tend to see more his tweets than the PancakeSwap tweets itself about burnings and VE cake, since I don't know. I love how he explained things. It's like for dummies like me, sometimes I forget how much I need to continue learning. And this guy makes it super easy, and he's super consistent. It's like, every week you will see a new tweet from him explaining how is the Binomics behaving, how many cakes are locked, how many burns, how is the composition of the burns. So I want to say thank you online and invite Seb to the stage. Hey Seb, how are you doing today?
Hi. I'm fine, thanks. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Annie, talk. I'm talking too much, and I know you want to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of things here. Like Juapia, I think you are a very nice ambassador. I hope you enjoy very much your meetup in Brazil. I see the place you are doing the meetup, so I'm very jealous. Like it's a very nice place. I see the beer, the burgers there, so I'm sure it's gonna be a very nice event. So it's gonna be very nice. And then for Seb, I mean, I follow Seb in Twitter, and amazed how he followed the data of the big cake and everything. I retweet every single tweet he does. And yeah, for me, it's a pretty good source of data. Like I appreciate a lot. Like I am able to understand very much how the tokenomics of PancakeSwap is behaving from the deflation part and also the amount of cake that is logged. So it's I don't know. It's a very peculiar source of data that you can check on Twitter, and I just appreciate a lot the work that Chef is doing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the comment. Thank you very much.
And you see 4 people here, but we have more invites today. Another one who's creating a nice and really nice content, but explaining how the things work instead of like only using data. This is our next invited today, and I want to say hey to Mas. One of the and I forgot to say I love his visuals. I don't know how he does it because we are not used to see new visuals in the community. So I want to say I'm glad to see that. Hey Mas, how are you doing today?
Hello. Hi everyone. I'm super happy to be here with you guys, and I just want to take the chance to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here and to share this moment and to talk about PancakeSwap with the community.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir.
Thank you very much for being here, Mas. We see your content in Twitter is very nice. You make some threads about big cake, about many topics about PancakeSwap, and they are very nice. So we appreciate this a lot.
Thank you.
We have one more guest today. We are taking so much to present, so I like how we are doing the things right now here in the podcast. We need to invite more people more often. But former community member, now Pancake Lord, part of the PancakeSwap ambassadors who create content. Then Shapia at some point will tell us a little bit what the Pancake Lords initiative is. I want to present a guy that also received a bucket hat. I'm waiting for the photo. Hey, Crypto Jones, how are you doing today?
Hello. All right. Yeah, I definitely need to take that photo. I will do that this week, I promise. But yeah, it's great to be here, and it's an honor, to be honest, to be able to speak. So thanks for having me.
No, thank you all for participating. And yes, you said it. Now it's a promise. We need that photo. You got encouraged by some of the other people who received the bucket hat. So I'm looking forward to see that photo. I see a lot of people joining today. It's really nice. We are surpassing the 800 views into Twitter right now. And I want to stop talking. I feel I'm talking too much. We have been preparing some questions for today. I would like to follow up and let's see and let it flow. Let's see how it goes. But the first one, the no-brainer one, I would like to hear a mini introduction of any of you. I'm super tired of introduce myself, so I will let you do it completely. Yeah, you can tell whatever you want. No need to dox yourselves if you don't want to. If you want, go ahead. You can tell us a little bit about your background. How do you get involved into crypto? How do you get involved into PancakeSwap? Maybe you have some funny story or crazy story, or we are from different. It's something I was thinking today while I was training. It's like a crypto. It's not a background itself. All the people who ended up in crypto comes from different variety of industries, different professionals, people at also I met people who also left the school and ended up coding and being in crypto or doing crazy positions. So I will let the mic open for anyone who wants to start. Please, sirs, introduce yourself.
I would like to be the first, since I never leak too much about myself. I am PancakeSwap Ambassador, and yeah, I never tell much about me. Like, about some episodes, maybe like I organized the meetup in Spain. Yeah, I may be or not I'm from Spain. Who knows? But yeah, I'm passionate about DeFi in general. I love PancakeSwap, like one of the protocols that is doing forex exchange. I think is one of the best protocols to invest in a DEX protocol. So I'm very bullish about it. So I do accordingly to that. So very bullish. And then yeah, I participate a lot in like ambassador moderating the chats in Telegram, Discord, helping everything that I can to the PancakeSwap community, doing these podcasts for some time right now. And yeah, I'm very happy to be part of this community. Like, I feel it's one of the strongest community in DeFi space. And a part of that, I think, hello, JR, JR, nice to see you there. And yeah, very happy to be part of this community. Like, I feel it's very nice community, and I feel very welcome here. Yeah, part of that, I never leaked that, but I don't have a background related to finance or economy or something like that. I have a totally different background. Like, I am veterinarian. That's something that surprised people in the crypto space a lot. So yeah, I have a totally different science background, and I get deep into DeFi space, into crypto, and I just enjoy to be here every day. Yeah, so that's what I want to share about me.
Okay. Uh, I can say just crypto made me change my career, Chef Fran. Yeah, I have been an ambassador since 2020. I'm love crypto and I love technology. At the point I changed all of my life after PancakeSwap, all of my life. So it's my incredible history. No, it's not huge history or fame, but it's important to me. I'm very glad to be here.
Okay, hello? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, it's good.
Okay, I'm never sure if my mic is working or not, so I have to ask every time. But it's good. Okay, so me, I'm Moose. I'm simply just a community, a PancakeSwap community member. I started my crypto journey way back in 2016, if I'm correct. And actually, I started my crypto journey, like it started out of a joke with a friend, because at that time I was looking for a job, and I had an interview in a bank, a job interview in a bank at that time. And the day before the job interview, I was at a friend party, and I told him that I have this job interview coming, and I'm super excited about it and all. And he told me, "Hey, if you want to be different from other people who apply for the job, you need to ask questions that the recruiter is not used to get." And I asked him, "What kind of question should I ask?" And he said, "Hey, ask them if you can get paid in Bitcoin." I was like, "Okay," I had no clue what Bitcoin was about, but I was like, "Okay, let's do this." And the day come, the interview come, and everything went well until the moment I asked, "Hey, do you think we can get some payment in Bitcoin for employee?" And then I saw the face, of the recruiter who was asking me questions during the interview, he was really shocked, and he was like, "What the hell is he talking about?" And I didn't get the job, but it sparked my curiosity for Bitcoin and crypto, and I started from there. I used to be a Bitcoin maxi, only holding Bitcoin and buying Bitcoin from that time until 2021, when a close friend of mine told me about DeFi summer, having some yields on your crypto. He was really pushy for that. And he told me, hey, you need to check that because you are just holding your Bitcoin and you don't make anything out of it. You need to use those protocols in DeFi. You need to use BNB chain, Ethereum, and to check what's up. So I told him, okay, I'm going to come to your place and show me what it's all about. And when I came to his place, the first protocol he showed me was PancakeSwap. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. Seeing the LPs and how the yield was working and everything. And since then, I didn't, I stick to PancakeSwap, and I started to publish some content about the protocol and how it works.
Hi, I'm Seb. Can also introduce myself. So my background in general is in engineering, and I through work. I mean, in the last 10 years, everybody always talk about crypto in a way or another, and everyone get involved mostly in a centralized exchange. And for me, the introduction to PancakeSwap was COVID, more or less. Well, out of boredom, locked at home, I finally decided to take the leap on chain and try to understand more on the way to earn better yields than on Binance. And that's how I ended up started trying to understand PancakeSwap ecosystems.
Hey, yeah, so Crypto Jones, I don't know how I'm going to follow on from all of those great stories, but yeah, I joined in crypto in February 21, I believe it was. All my friends told me to join crypto and to invest, and I'll earn loads of money. So I put a few £1,000 in, lost it all because of the big Elon dip. They all thought it was hilarious and left crypto. I kind of stuck to it because I was like, okay, this is really, really good. I can make some money here, I'm sure. And I need to also earn it back because I'm now poor. So I stayed in crypto. And then I started jumping on Twitter, followed Crypto Bethany, who used to tweet all the time about BNB chain and PancakeSwap. I was like, what the hell is this? So I got involved and got my first wallet and started trading. And I think I bought my first token through PancakeSwap, it might have been, which was like Safer Moon and Baby Cake, which were, I lost more money on those. So that was a lot of fun. And then, yeah, I just started looking at everything BNB chain and just went full in, jumped into NFTs, got really into community and trying to educate people and keep people safe and calling out scammers. And that's kind of what I do now, I suppose. Yeah. So, yeah, I just love all things Binance, really. And BNB chain, of course. And PancakeSwap. And that's it.
Nice. Thank you all, guys, for your introductions. I will repeat what I said before starting introducing. It's like if you hear all the stories, we come from completely different approaches, and we end up being here in this space talking about something completely different, but that we were doing in the past. I will dox a little bit of myself. I come from HR. Nothing really. We can say that I work with people right now in a weird way, since the community it's worldwide and it's in other industry. But I was never been into crypto. I was more like into traditional Web2 finance, like stocks and that stuff. A different, a weird thing, or not a weird, but maybe a sad thing about my country that you all know which it is, since it's in my bio and every place. It was about economical problems with inflation rates more than 100, 200 interannual inflation rates. You see your money decreasing while you are watching it in your hand or in your bank account. So we had to find different ways to use our money quickly before it gets the value gets diluted. So we couldn't buy dollars since government always try to fuck their populations and put a lot of barriers to buy foreign currencies. So we all need to see what we can do with our money before losing value. So it's like a natural road trip to crypto. So I started looking at stable coins. I started with DAI since I'm a super curious people, and the way DAI works blow my head off at that time. So I said, okay, what? Then I enter into this weird world, which is crypto. I have my dollars, we can say my stable coins. What can I do with them? I was always trying to see, okay, now I can open maybe a traditional Web2 account in other countries, so I can start trading with the stocks or things that people in other parts of the world do it all day without a problem. But we had a lot of problems. We couldn't open a bank account or a platform account outside the country. So before doing that, I can't remember how I get into DeFi. There was a Telegram group. I started in Telegram, and then all the things went to PancakeSwap in the start. I'm talking about 2020, and that's how my journey started. Then it's whole history, and here we are. So thanks, guys. I'm super glad you're here. I'm super glad you come from different places. So let's get started with this chit chat, with this small talk, with this friends and beers celebration. I want to ask. I will do some general questions and some direct questions to some of you. So the first one is to Shrapia. And I would like you to explain which is the Pancake Lore initiative.
So, Pancake Lord is the expansion of our ambassador program. We now have people dedicated to creating content. Maybe you may have seen them on Twitter, Medium, YouTube, or somewhere else. They are members of the PancakeSwap community who are responsible for creating tutorials, designing articles. So the idea is help each user to understand all the information and topics related to PancakeSwap. The programs and not only help the user but also help to attract more and more users. So I think the crypto space right now needs to know more about PancakeSwap. It's a give the better idea of all the great things that PancakeSwap is doing right now. For example, many people don't know all the new features that are coming with V4. Many don't know how use VK, bribes, etc. So the fundamental of program it's a create content to help the user, but spread the word about PancakeSwap, about the innovation, about products, how to use everything. So it's very important to grow up our protocol and our community. So the program is permanently open. So see, if you are willing to help create and share content, you want help and want engagement and building the protocol and community, you can contact me. So that's it. Welcome to all of our new Pancake Lords. And I'm very glad to be our community growing.
Thank you very much, Juapia, to explain this Pancake Lore initiative that is going to be amazing to gather all the different members around the world commenting, tweeting, creating this content about PancakeSwap. Then I want to comment a little bit about what Chef Fran mentioned. Like, I empathize a lot with people around the world, like in Argentina, in Venezuela, in Africa, like Nigeria, in other countries. Like, they just need to adopt cryptocurrencies because they don't have any other options. They just need to do that by force. Like, I mean, there is many people in other countries like US, Europe, and all that they don't need to adopt crypto, but there is necessity because there is something wrong in some other countries with fiat currencies, and we are going to experience that in many other countries, even if we don't realize. But yeah, that's something that it touched my soul very deeply, even if I am not suffering that too much. But I appreciate too much, like people from different parts of the world feeling and experiencing these things, and we are all together in this crypto world, fighting for the same values, for the same things. So yeah, that's something very deep. So I will continue with the questions, and this one is going to Seb. You have been creating a lot of content about PancakeSwap, mostly regarding the burns and the big cake. And I would like to ask, what's the reason behind that? What motivates you to update the community about it every week, about this data, and what is your motivation behind that?
All right. About 3 years ago, as a PancakeSwap users, myself, attracted by the syrup pools hills that now have mostly disappeared, I looked at the announcement from PancakeSwap every week about millions, sometimes 10 millions cake burnt. And I found that on a personal level at that moment, that it was really not clear what does that mean? Does that mean that the supply has decreased 10 millions on weekly basis? Does that mean that it's deflating? There was that announcement indicating millions burned, but not really information about what it means. So I started looking into the tokenomics and trying to understand how I can detect the burns. And I built my own record of supply after burns on a weekly basis. After a while, I thought, why not sharing it on Twitter? It was just an out of general interest to see if some other people were interested. And week on week, there was no. At the beginning, it was quite slow, and after a while, it started taking off. And I tried to do the same with other projects, but it never worked as well as with PancakeSwap. It looks like there's a lot more people following PancakeSwap than many other projects. And I was just personally happy to, finally understand if it was inflating or deflating, and being able to verify the numbers that PancakeSwap was putting forward on their website, which to this date I still don't match what is on the front page of PancakeSwap. There's about 500,000 cake difference, and I don't know where they are.
Go ahead, Danny, go ahead.
Sorry?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, very nice, Seb, to know about your. It's very nice to have your data going on Twitter. For me, it's very helpful to understand the tokenomics of PancakeSwap. And
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Sorry. Yeah,
Go,
just
go.
wanted to say that when you dig into it, it's actually everything is quite clear. Everything is on the chain. It's just a matter to just put it's just a subtraction of two numbers, so everybody can do it. It's just understanding where to look, and that's it. So it's not that complicated. I mean, anyone can just go on BSC scan and just check the number from themselves. But yeah, it's a basic step to do, and I just make the record, and that's it.
Yeah. It's just like this is public information, but you just make it so simple to go on Twitter and see every week what is the data. Also, I remember you like to watch different wallets involving in the big cake war. Like you were following the Binance wallet, the other wallets accumulating cake. Like that. That was very amazing. Like you are following the data in the blockchain and showing to the community all this data in a simple way. Yeah.
Yeah,
So such
I want to
amazing
say
job.
something like this too. We have millions of users, and Seb is the first one who said, "Okay, the data is there, but I will share it to the whole community." So it's open to everyone, but not everyone takes the time to do it in a simple way to explain the others. So that's the amazing part, and that we are all super thankful for with user.
It became a hobby.
Yeah, because I remember at the first time. Now your engagement increases a lot, but I remember at first time it was, wow, this guy is tweeting without resting every week about. I started to see your tweets if I wanted to know how we were doing in terms of burns composition or in terms of
Well,
big cake.
to be honest, it doesn't take much effort. I have Python script generating everything, and I just need to copy paste. So it doesn't take me time at all.
Nice.
He automate that and he make it simple. But yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Okay, I think the next
yeah,
one it's let me see. Okay, this is for Mas, and I want to say like we have shot, like when we talk about Seb, your content adds a lot of value in terms from Seb. It goes from data, and you it go from visuals. How you explain to people what is. We were talking like DeFi has really difficult concepts to understand. We sometimes, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but sometimes when you are a lot of time into the ecosystem, you tend to assume that for the rest of the people is as easy as you to know what you are doing. When you talk about wallets, when you talk about tokens, when you talk about burnings, when you talk about binomics, when you talk about a lot of things, it's like you work here like forever, and for you it's easy. But when you go outside and you go to buy a coffee and talk with a person at the other side of the counter, it's not easy. You need to. I found myself yesterday explaining what the blockchain is to a friend, and it was like, oh, there are a lot of things to explain. I can't go saying just like, oh no, because on PancakeSwap we burn tokens on Monday, and now the binomics is like this, like that. I need to explain like 10 things first to those people, and you must do it super for dummies. I will say like super 101 basic steps, and your designs and your creativity are amazing. I love the visuals you use. So I think you maybe do it like Seb, like a hobby, but I want to know why you start doing this and what do you want to achieve?
Yes, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it a lot. But my first motivation when I started to do this was because PancakeSwap is actually one of my favorite protocol in the whole DeFi. It's my favorite spot DEX for quick swipe and stuff like that. I'm using PancakeSwap. Every time there is a huge upgrade or a huge update on the protocol, I'm super excited because I really like it. And I realized that when I come to party with some of my friends, or when I go, have some drinks with my wife or people who are not in the industry, and I start to talk about PancakeSwap, they just don't get it. They don't get anything I'm talking about. So I'm like, okay, those people are not in the industry. It's normal that they don't understand when I talk about token burns or PancakeSwap expanding to a new chain or something, because they are not in the industry. They don't get it. It's normal. So I started to go into Telegram and into a PancakeSwap Telegram in order to talk with the community and connect with the community. And I realized that even for the community itself, even for the current users, there is still a lot of features that are complex. And many people don't understand a lot of features that are in PancakeSwap. For example, I remember when you realized V3, a lot of people came in the chat and said, "Hey, I don't understand. Why do I have to put some liquidity in range? Why am I out of range? Why should I monitor my liquidity? I don't understand." And when I saw that, I was like, okay, there is clearly a need for the community to understand what's going on, and there is a need for being educated in a way on how the protocol works. So I just started to write some content about features related to PancakeSwap. And before publishing my first content about PancakeSwap, I like to send it to some of my friends in real life to check if, as someone who is not in the industry, they can at least understand what I'm talking about. And one of my close friends told me, "Hey, what you're writing is very simple. I start to understand what you're talking about, but I think you can do better if you add some illustration to it." And I was like, okay, but why should I add some illustration? And she said, because it's simple. At least if people don't understand what you are doing, they will at least give you a like because there is a cool content with it, because there is a cool illustration with it. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. So let's do some illustration. And I wanted to start doing some illustration using the officials illustration from PancakeSwap, the bunnies, the pancake, and all this stuff. And she told me that I should just do my own thing because I'm not an official team member of PancakeSwap. So I am not forced to use what PancakeSwap is using for illustration. So I can do my own team, my own thing as a community member. And she said it will be better. At least we do it once and we check if people like it. We continue. If they don't, we just switch to something else. So I ended up doing my first content with my first custom bunny illustration, and it turns out that people liked it. So we just we stick to it.
Wow, I love it. I want to point that all of you, what you tell, what you told, it's like it's all community effort, and that's the real nice thing. I mean, this is the thing that I will remember, even if we are talking from other places at other moment. It's like what you do without looking anything in return. It's like I want to do this, as Seth said. Maybe it started from him because he wanted to see the data in other aspects, but at the end helping a lot of community members, and from us the same. It's like I don't have I won't use the visuals from PancakeSwap. Okay, I will create my own, and that's time consuming. That needs effort, and all I mean, directly or indirectly, you are helping, and that's amazing. I think that unites people, and that's why we are all here talking from a project that maybe we don't know each other, and maybe we won't, but at the end of the day we are helping on the same way.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
go ahead.
I mean, one of the things that made me let's stick with PancakeSwap is the community, because there is a very, very strong community, very active. There is a lot of activities with the community. We have a lot of funds, even with the admins, not just the community, but even the admins. Sometimes Chef jump on the chat. So I just feel like there's a strong community, and it's great to share some content with the community and to help also users to understand the features of the protocol.
Yeah, also I want to add, like that, taking the moment that you mentioned, that I think I'm the only responsible of the community right now, and sometimes for me it's super tough to unite different cultures, different efforts from all the people. So you guys, you are one of the most respectable members of the community, be in or out of the PancakeSwap Ambassadors group. So if you have any feedback, please reach out to me, reach out to the chefs, reach out to whatever social you would like to share your feedback. It will be heard, and we will try to make it better. I have to say that honestly, these kind of things that we are doing right now, like talking like this, are the things that wanna make me maintain my position, trying to improve the PancakeSwap community. I think this is what it worth to be a PancakeSwap community manager. So thank you guys for being here, and thank you for all of your efforts. Talking about efforts, I want to say something super nice to a guy that is here. For the ones who don't know, PancakeSwap was part of ETH Global in Brussels in July. I will leak a little bit. We were about to do a meetup, and I was going to go there, but at the end of the day, we couldn't. Different things happened, and Annie had his flight tickets that he paid himself to go to Brussels to help me hang out a little bit, help me what I would need. And at the end of the day, the meetup wasn't happening, but he had his tickets, and he said something like, "Okay, I will go to ETH Global. I will be around." And at the end, what happened? He ended up helping all the chefs doing those amazing photos, or doing all the things that they needed help. For example, for the hackathon, or all the places that he were with them. So I want to say thank you in behalf of PancakeSwap for helping the team members, and also want to ask you, tell us a little bit how it was meeting the chefs, being around them for several days. Any memorable moment you can share?
Oh yeah, that was nice for me. Like, yeah, I am gonna share more leaks here today. Like, I feel confident. Many people see me here in the Pancake Talks, and to be honest, I'm really an introvert person. So I'm not really like a person like is want to socialize a lot and all that. So I forced myself to go to this kind of meetups and this kind of stuff. But for me, this kind of meetups, crypto meetups, are the best for me. Like, I just feel very nice in this kind of meetups. So you told me, Chef Fran, to this kind of event. PancakeSwap is going to participate in Ethereum Global Brussels. I booked my tickets, and yeah, I am very happy to did that. Like, it was very nice moment for me. It was a full week in Brussels, doing every kind of side event, speaking with very different people, very nice events in the terrace, very nice. And then a part of that, meeting the chefs of PancakeSwap, asking them questions, having a fun time with them. For me, it was such a nice moment. Like, it reinforced my convictions about the protocol, and it was very nice for me. Like I'm pretty much, I have the same feeling of appreciation like you tell to me, Chef Fran. So it was the same for me. Very grateful for these moments.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. And then I want to give also the mic to Crypto Jones, but this is a question open to everyone. After him, just open the mic and tell us your opinion. No need to all answer. If you want, just do it. Just don't overlap yourselves. And I want to start with you, Sean. So, how do you see PancakeSwap right now? Your honest feelings.
Yeah, thanks. Well, yeah, I suppose I'll just be honest, really, and I won't go too much into it. I'll just like kind of brief over it so everybody else can, I suppose, have a little piece. I think for me personally, I feel that PancakeSwap has dropped the ball on quite a few things over the last maybe like year and a half. Some of that is mainly due to like the market conditions and obviously where PancakeSwap is focusing in other areas of crypto, like the tech that's obviously growing and that grows at a fast pace, and obviously going into other chains as well. I feel like there was quite a lot of a missed opportunity with like the NFT side of it with BNB chain. I feel like a lot more could have been done there. But with that being, and I feel because of that, we may have lost quite a few active members from BNB chain and quite a few OG users. But with that being said, I feel that it's almost kind of needed. It's almost like a purge or like a change of direction, like a snake would shed his skin, is kind of like that kind of feel. So I feel with the new heads of the team that have come in now, with the launch of V4 coming up as well, and obviously the way that crypto is progressing and the markets and mass adoption now, I feel that it was kind of like a stall, kind of like just stopped for a bit. But I feel that it's ready to explode and go fresh. Obviously, having new team, having fresh eyes and coming up with new initiatives like Pancake Lords and stuff as well, that this is all new. Obviously V4, that's going to change the game forever. And I feel that it was almost kind of needed in a way. It is a bit of a shame because there was a lot of missed opportunities, but I feel that it's going on the right path. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to everything that's going on. And like I said, with the old team, maybe when you're doing for something for so long, I know for me personally, you kind of, it's the same like if I was working in work, it kind of, you get complacent when you're doing the same thing for too much. So having all of this come in fresh now with this new people from different chains and expanding and obviously new people coming into crypto with mass adoption and everyone coming in, I think that it's kind of like priming to explode. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's my honest opinion. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of things that are going on which are really good.
Thank you, Crypto Jones, for your answer regarding that. And I would like to pass the same ball regarding this question to, for example, Seb. You approach to the things with real data. That's your real approach. So how do you see how do you see PancakeSwap right now with the real data that you are showing every week? And how do you see the protocol right now regarding your opinion?
So obviously, what everybody cares about is the price, and I'm not too optimistic on the price of cake in the short term. A couple of reasons. The first thing is like when we were 3 years back and everyone could get some cake and get crazy APR on the syrup pool, everyone was happy to accumulate cake. Now that's gone. Don't know if it's going to come back or not. If it doesn't, we're looking at the vCake pool where you have 3 or 4 big actors, including Binance, CakePie, and StakeDAO, who are accumulating, but they don't feel the pressure. They accumulate step by step, but they don't accumulate so much. Last couple of weeks, only StakeDAO, last time I checked, only added a little bit, maybe 200,000 cake into their staked position. So they're peacefully accumulating, while anyone else who is using the farms are just going to get to harvest their hills and sell them to support their own project. So yeah, everything is working. I mean, what's amazing is that, despite the price and people who bought maybe at a much higher price and keep complaining on eggs, and I mean, apart from this, everything is working as it should. So from a technical point of view, I mean, like all the chains everywhere, people are using for swapping, trading. They are competing with all their Uniswap and all other potential. So everything is working. It's a smooth process. And just for the price, well, we need to be patient. We need people to come back. I mean, either on one side, they reintroduce products that are really appealing to individual investors like we are, not just massive protocols, or we just wait for them to accumulate so much cake, and that we also have the old pool. The old pool are still about more than 40 millions, and every week people are redeeming their cake and looking for better yield somewhere else. The circulating supply is increasing. In 4 months, we should see that peaking, and things should get better. But one positive thing about crypto that is not the same thing with shares or any type of financial asset is, thanks to the liquidity pools, cake or any other token doesn't need to have an owner. So people are just making the pools fatter, getting bigger and bigger. And as people are selling, the price pressure is reducing without having panicking hands passing cake from one hand to another. Cakes are just waiting in the liquidity pools until there's a new product that's going to appeal to a lot of individual users, and then things may change. But the protocol is working, everything is working, and either new project are opening farms, or StakeDAO and CakePie are still accumulating. So it's healthy, but not for what most of people in crypto want, getting rich fast.
Nice. Thank you both for your honest opinions. I love it. If any of you guys want to add something before we continue, and it's the moment.
I want to say something. But let's
Go,
go.
sir.
Yeah, okay. What's coming is different from anything that has ever been done. It's much bigger. I think PancakeSwap it's a challenging position right now. Keep everything we have done and now innovate. This brings great perspectives and also great challenge, right? So I'm very optimistic, and I think the revamp of DeFi is scaled V4. V4, it's a game change, it's a revolution, everything will be different. Liquidity, farm, APR, how say, the way we interact with protocol, with liquidity, with the swap, with everything in the DeFi, it will change for the better, of course, to the better, of course. So I think the position of PancakeSwap right now it's a it's a high level possibilities with cutting edge of technology. So I'm I'm look forward to the next steps. I'm very, very excited about.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Joapia. As far as I'm concerned, I'm super optimistic regarding PancakeSwap as a protocol. I'm not talking about cake price because we don't know about price. It's market driven. People buy, people sell. Walls can come, walls can also go away. So I don't know about price. But when it comes to PancakeSwap as a protocol, I'm very optimistic about it. Why? Because I think the kitchen over time proved that it has a capacity to adapt very well to the market. I mean, when we think about it, when we look at the history of PancakeSwap, it started as just a basic fork of Uniswap, and with basically no tokenomics, super high inflation, no hard cap on cake token, no max supply, you know. And now we have V-tokenomics, we have buyback and burn, we have revenue sharing, we have also multiple upgrades that came from V2 to V3 to now V4. We also have affiliate dexes that will allow PancakeSwap in a way to expand the activity on to a non-EVM chain. So to me, it's very optimistic. I mean, we can see how the protocol can grow, you know, like and it's very clear to me that that things aims to be better, and the kitchen really adapt to the market and to the demand and to the community needs. So that's something that that makes me optimistic about PancakeSwap. Now, when it comes to cake price, I don't know. I mean, Seb had some valid arguments regarding the price, regarding the selling pressure. But on the other way, I mean, if the product is good, if there is some features that can push and drive the demand, maybe the token can also, you know, have some sustainable demand behind it. So I'm not sure about the price. I'm not sure about cake itself, but the protocol, it's very exciting to see what's coming.
Yeah, I agree a lot with these comments, and Seb and Math brings a lot of insights about things about cake token. At the end, is there is some features like it's behaving how it should be. The PancakeSwap protocol is at the end is burning tokens every week, like is behaving. It doesn't matter how the price of cake behaves. Well, it matters because if the price is lower, they will buy back more cake tokens and they will burn them. So at the end, if the price of cake is lower, the buyback pressure is going to be higher. So that's something important for the protocol, that we know there is some kind of machine there, that if the volume is there, that is happening. If the volume is going to be higher in the future, we have some kind of buyback pressure. Then we have the Binomics design, that we have some protocols accumulating cake. Every day there are more cakes that are locked forever. So that's something that is behaving like, okay, there is less cake available for people to buy. And yeah, we see the price not behaving like many people expecting. We did many changes in the last year that are about long-term sustainability about PancakeSwap. Many people don't understand it. Many people don't want to take the time to understand all these things that we are commenting here. But if you take the time, if you want to know what is this all about, I think we are positioned like one of the protocols in the foreign exchange that is a multi-trillion business in traditional finance. And I believe this kind of business is going to move on chain. And at the same time, if you compare the percentage of volume that is moving on chain, like in decentralized exchange versus centralized exchange, we are still in a very low percentage of the volume, like something like 20%. I think we reach the maximum percentage of that compared with TEX recently. But we are still a long percentage to grow in decentralized exchanges. So I'm bullish on PancakeSwap because that. And yeah, I just want to leave the mic for for other members to speak.
The nice thing is like everyone is big. I wasn't super sure about how many of you would take that question, so I'm super glad you all take this one. It's a more open one, all the same. If you have an opinion on it, you can you can say it. If not, it's okay. It says something like, what do you think will be the next big thing bringing many people to crypto? And attached to that question, I would like to ask you, where do you think, because we always said now it comes the mass adoption. In every bull market you see it, it's like the mass adoption comes now because this and this and this and that. And at the end of the day, after the bull market ends and the bear market starts, you realize we are still mostly the same faces around. And that's kind of a sad part. Like we go 10 steps ahead and 7 back, and all because of price. So what do you think, where do you think we are into the mass adoption journey right now? And what do you think is the next big thing that will bring many people into crypto?
I can start your Seb, right?
Go ahead.
I think we are moving from chains to dApps. The next big thing is the end of liquidity fragmentation. It's not probably we growing DeFi in crypto without reach the end of fragmentation of liquidity. And I think the chain focus will change to dApp focus. The dApp will be more important than chains in the future, in my opinion, my humble opinion. I don't know. I don't know if I am correct, but I believe that. So I think DeFi will reach the mass adoption because it's cheaper, it's more efficient, and saves human from unnecessary work. So I think DeFi crypto, it's a matter of time to be bigger, bigger, and bigger. So decentralized the ecosystem, it's fundamental. So it's my opinion. I don't know if I am correct, but it's my bet.
Yeah, thank you, Juapia, for your answer. I will pass the mic to Crypto Jones, especially to you. What is your opinion about what is the next thing about that is going to bring many people to the crypto space, the mass adoption thing we expect?
Feel put on the spot. I don't know. I feel that like the next big thing bringing people into crypto, I don't know, it's just going to be like just DeFi and the ease of on ramp, right? Like I speak to a lot of people and they say, well, how do I buy crypto? How do I do this? And then the thought of using like a centralized exchange and then doxing, using all your documents and stuff. I feel that the next big thing to bring people in will definitely be just just DeFi and just linking that easier to with banks, to be honest. And also, I feel like the metaverse will bring a lot of people in. And I'm not talking about like, I don't know, going online and running around with a little character. I mean like the real metaverse, like Apple Vision Pro and Meta glasses, those kinds of things where you're kind of like integrated. Like, have you seen that film Ready Player One? I feel that that'll bring the masses of people in. That'll be the next huge thing. I think DeFi needs to be sorted out so people can buy crypto easier because people are terrified of it. But I feel the next big thing to bring people in will be that kind of avatar where you can play a game, earn lots of money, and then use that money like on a crypto card to go and buy stuff. Once people start doing that, it's almost like just really easy. Like when you play a game now, like if you were to play Call of Duty, you buy like skins and stuff, right? And it'll kind of be like that, but you're doing it with crypto without even realizing it. I think that'll be the next huge step. With mass adoption, I think we're really, really far away. I mean, a lot of people, like I said, don't know about it. My friends only text me, and that's because I was going to link to this. Is I think it's mainly because of the media, right? Like my friend texted me the other day when the market went down, when Bitcoin went down to 49K, and he said, "How's crypto doing? I heard that it's gone really bad." And I said to him, I said, "Why do you always text me when the market's down, but never when the market's up?" And he said, "I only ever get news about crypto when the market is down. I never hear about it when it's going up." And I think that's the problem. I think once the mainstream media start reporting on the positive side of crypto instead of scaremongering, I feel that's when mass adoption can take place. And I don't feel like that'll be anytime soon. Yeah, I think it's just people are too scared, and the media are just scaring people away from it, to be honest. I think we got at least another 2-3 years before we start seeing like regular average Joes buying crypto or using that.
Yeah, be very careful about social media or television telling you about news about crypto, what's happening in the space. Because yeah, I have this same experience, like people telling me what's happening when the crypto market is down, what's happening. Yeah, and you can just say buy the dip, or I don't know, take your own decisions, because this is a free market. And you can take your own decisions. You can average down your price. You can maybe I don't know, leave that, hold your positions. I don't know, every person have their own decisions, their own investments, their own life. They need to take their decisions. Is what we remarks to the community about they need to do their own research about projects. They need to investigate about how to invest their money in the crypto space, because we know it's very volatile sometimes. So at the end, is maximum freedom in this space. You can buy whatever assets you want. There is nobody asking you about your where is your assets coming from. No KYC, nothing. But you have your own responsibility to investigate where are you putting your money. If you are responsible, if you need that money in the next coming months, better don't invest that money in crypto. That's something we need to deal with in the community a lot of times. And then there is people coming complaining about the price or whatever, and at the end they didn't take the right decisions, and they didn't take full investigations about how to invest in crypto. Anyways, let's move to the next question. Where do you think, I don't know who is going to answer this, I just throw it. where do you see the ecosystem and PancakeSwap in the next few years? I will pass the mic to Sep. I think is the next. I don't know if I'm right.
Well, I have positive feeling about it. I mean, the expansion to multiple chain, and the V4 and the hook coming up look very interesting, bringing a little bit of open playground for all programmers who want to develop new things, new idea, new. So it should be positive. It should bring something new. I'm particularly interested in the hook that is called BAM, combining lending and borrowing, and as well as a liquidity pool. I think that can bring a lot to what can I say, to bring more options to people providing liquidity, or also to gaining from it. And also it sounds to me like more mathematically sound way to do it, because it's converting like a liquidity pool into a vectorial space where borrowing is a negative position. So it brings a lot of possibilities, and so it should, if it carries on as it is, if the development and new ideas can find the space to develop to further, or to die if they're not good enough, that should be very healthy way to grow.
I'm very bullish with BAM in V4 as well. Yeah, I see that. Very bullish on that as well. What about you, Huapia? What do you think is going to be the future for PancakeSwap in the coming years?
I think we can be a liquidity layer for the entire DeFi. So it's a possibility, because V4 can help us to reach it, because with modularity we can use our liquidity for a lot of another product integrations with another protocol. So I think we can do it more decentralization and more use case. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it's very interesting this what Huapia brings, like a whole liquidity layer. Imagine all the different blockchains PancakeSwap is all this liquidity all together. That's something very interesting, and together with what Seb bring to the table as well, like having borrowing and lending in LP positions. That's something that can be a bright future. I don't know. That's something we are speculating. It's not right now. We are launching before probably this quarter. And let's see, it's something we take open approach. Everybody can build on top of us. It's open source, so it's open for imagination of all developers. Whatever they can bring to the table is gonna be something amazing. So with the time, it's gonna be stronger and bigger and better. So I'm very bullish on that. Pass you the mic to Chef Fran right now.
Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm not going to say anything different than you have said. Maybe from a protocol perspective, I think you all were in the roadmap AMA, or at least read the recap. The protocol wants to start focusing mainly on the core products, aka the DEX, with V4 being super near to release. So we will be seeing all the efforts put on that. So just for you to have maybe an approach. So about what can happen in the future, where are the most efforts going to go. But to add, I would like thinking in a community perspective, and also I want to use a comment from Nico from the community that I see in the comments about education. I think education is a must, and we are all here for or by the education. For example, you guys creating content to educate user, Annie and I educating users from the PancakeSwap communities. I think community it's a must in terms of the mass adoption, and also in terms of what PancakeSwap needs to do in the near future, educate their users so users understand the products and know what they are doing. We know we have the typical users that come only trying to exchange coins that they can not even pronounce, and they don't know how they lose their funds, for example. But also we have another big mass of users wanting to know what they are doing, and they are as curious as the 6 people here in this space. And that's where I think PancakeSwap needs to put a lot of efforts. You can call it the way that you want, learn to earn, or the way that you like to call it. But I think this is a thing where PancakeSwap needs to put a lot of effort, and me personally wants to push a little bit regarding the future. And after all this talk, we were talking like for 1 hour and a half. I think it's our longest episode so far in the Pancake Talks. But I would like to wrap up with optimistic, with funny moments, with funny stories. So my last questions for you, I will be thinking an answer for the same question too, but I want to hear yours first to encourage myself. Any Again, if you want to take this one, you can take it. If not, it's completely okay. It's just a nice way to say goodbye. Do you have any crazy crypto related history to share, maybe with us, with the community?
Oh, yeah. I suppose just end on a positive, really, because you hear about people saying all the time, oh, I want to make it, or oh, I want to do this, or it's hard. As I said, like when I joined crypto in February 21, it was before the Elon dip. I lost thousands of pounds. I probably said that too loud, and I just heard my partner walk upstairs. So hopefully she don't hear that, because I'll probably be sleeping on the couch. So yeah, I bought crypto, lost loads of money, and then I joined NFTs around about like October-ish, maybe 21, I think it was. And then I think in February 22, I bought an NFT from BNB Chain. And so I paid $100 for it. And I think it sold, it was like a rank 1. I think it sold for around about $14,000. And then not long after that, after creating some content on Twitter, I won the Binance Rookie of the Year awards, and I haven't done much since that. To be honest, it was like my 5 minutes of fame. But yeah, just to let people know, like, even though you lose money, as long as you like try and focus and educate yourself and just keep doing your own research, your time will come. There will be a time, yeah, you'll lose money, but there are times where you'll make money as well. Just try and keep positive, and just only invest what you can afford to lose, really, and don't take too many silly risks trying to make millions in one trade. Just, yeah. But I know you probably think, oh, 14K is not a lot, but it is when you only spend $100, and it's opportunities like that do come. So that was probably my craziest. While all my friends gave in on crypto, I've been quite lucrative and earning quite a lot of money in it. So yeah. Just keep building and keep educating yourself. And thanks for having me as well. Also, this has been really good. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's been fun hearing everyone's stories.
Yeah, thanks for saying, Crypto Jones. Yeah, nice opportunity there, going from 100 to 4,000. It's a crazy history. Like for me, I had a lot of these histories about gaining a lot, losing a lot. But for me, I think one of the best history I can share here is meeting people. Like I was talking in chats, like Chef Fran, he came to Spain and we hang together. We have a tortilla, some beers, and we meet each other. I think that's one of the best experience I had, like meeting each other, hanging out. Uh, for me, that's something special, meeting somebody that you know from a chat and then realize it's real people out there uh, sharing some time, sharing some conversations. That's for me is one of them my best experience in crypto for sure.
Well, no crazy story on my side, but I travel quite a bit for my personal job, and especially in Asia. And I discovered during my trips how amazing it was in China, in Shanghai, back 6, 7 years ago, where all major crypto personality were all gathered in Shanghai and created most of the big protocols we know today. And unfortunately, no, over there it's not so easy anymore. But there's a huge appetite over there for crypto. And if one thing, especially the young people over there, and if one day it's the regulation is getting easier, unlikely in the short term, but we could really make a difference in what we refer to as a mass adoption. There's big appetite over there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Annie, for saying that words. I completely agree with what you said. It was one of my craziest experience. Like I was telling my friends, I'm the other side of the world, talking about crypto and having a beer with the guy I just met. But I feel I met it from a long time ago since we were working together for so long. Also seeing all of that people in Argentina and also in Spain, it was most crazy because a lot in Argentina it's more like local people. We can have it maybe from Uruguay, from Chile, but we didn't see that people in the meetup. But in Spain, I remember talking with a Russian guy, trying to let him understand B3 in my English and in his English, and it was like trying to count with apples and pears. It was super super funny, and there was a friend behind me, a friend that it was my boss some years ago that now it's in Spain, and he told me that the amount of growth you have that you are explaining a Russian guy with apples and pears, how a thing that I don't really understand works. It's amazing, and it's all crypto, right? It's at the end of the day, we met because we are on the same boat, and we are trying to get people to know what we are doing from our place. Seb with the data, Mas with the visuals, Shrapia with the community, Crypto Shows trying to sell NFTs. Nah, I'm joking. But I have to say that this is one of the best Pancake Talks, if not the best episode, at least the more fresh and chill one. I really enjoyed having you guys. I hope we can do it more often. And yeah, if you want to say something before we wrap up, this is the moment from me and also from PancakeSwap. Thank you very much for all the effort you put, directly or indirectly. You are helping a lot of users too.
For me, nothing else. I will pass the mic to any of the other members of the community, like they want to share something else.
I don't have anything else to add beside thank you all for hosting this event and giving me the opportunity to share this moment with you and the community. And it's a real pleasure for me to produce content about PancakeSwap and to share, to educate the community. And I'm having a lot of fun to do it. So thank you all.
Thank you all. Thanks everybody. See you in Brazil. Let's go to the meetup. and I'm so happy to have been with you. Bye bye.
Bye bye,
Yeah,
guys. Oh,
just
sorry,
want to say
sorry.
thank you as well to have me, and it was really interesting to take part of this talk. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice rest of the day, evening, or night. I know for some of you it's super late, so thank you for staying so long. And let's continue building together.